Most men over 60 miss the warning signs. They ignore them, brush them off, think it's just part of aging. But what if those small signs, that weak stream, that slight delay before you urinate, or the nights you wake up once, twice, even 3 times to pee, are early red flags your body is sending you? Signals that your prostate is swelling, your testosterone is falling, and your circulation down there is starting to struggle. Erection problems don't start overnight, and neither does prostate trouble. They build up quietly until one day something doesn't work. And for too many men, by the time they act, it's too late. Today, I'll walk you through 5 early signs of prostate and erection problems that you should never ignore, because the earlier you catch them, the faster you can fix them. And tell me in the comments, have you noticed changes in your urination or performance lately? Type 1 for yes, or 0 if everything seems fine. Your answer helps other men speak up too. Police car light early sign 1, delayed urination or slow start. You step up to the toilet. You're ready to go, but nothing happens right away. Maybe a few seconds pass, then the stream finally starts. That hesitation may not seem like a big deal, but it's often the first sign your prostate is pressing on your urethra. When the prostate begins to enlarge, a condition known as benign prostatic hyperplasia, or BPH, it doesn't always cause pain. It just makes it harder for urine to pass. And that delay, that's your bladder struggling to push through the narrowing pipe. Harold, one of my patients, 67 years old, noticed this pause before peeing for nearly a year. He thought it was nothing, but when we scanned his prostate, it had already grown to over 50 grams, nearly double the normal size. The earlier you catch this, the easier it is to treat with food, supplements, and bladder training. Don't wait until you need surgery. Warning early sign 2, waking up at night to pee more than once. Waking up once at night may be normal, but 2 or more times regularly, that's a big red flag. This is called nocturia, and in men over 60, it's usually tied to prostate inflammation or poor hormone balance. Here's what happens. As your prostate grows, it presses against the bladder. That pressure creates false urgency, even when there's barely any urine in there. The bladder becomes more sensitive, and suddenly you're making midnight bathroom trips like clockwork. And this doesn't just affect your sleep. Poor sleep lowers testosterone. Low testosterone reduces nighttime erections, and the cycle repeats. James, 70, was waking up 3 times a night and blaming it on age. But when we corrected his evening hydration habits and started herbal therapy, his prostate calmed down, and he started sleeping through the night again. Toilet early sign 3, weak or dribbling stream. Let me be blunt. A strong stream is a sign of strong pelvic health. But if your urine comes out weak, scattered, or if you have to squeeze your abdomen just to get going, something's wrong. This is your body telling you the pipeline is blocked. And in most men, the block is your prostate pushing inward. Now here's the kicker. Weak stream doesn't just affect urination. It's also a sign that blood flow in your pelvic region is compromised. And when blood flow suffers, so do your erections. Frank, 72, told me he was leaking like a leaky faucet. Turns out he had both an enlarged prostate and early signs of atherosclerosis, plaque buildup in the arteries feeding his lower body. Within 90 days of changing his diet, starting a targeted nitric oxide booster, and doing basic pelvic floor exercises, his stream and erections returned. Sponge early sign 4. Feeling like you didn't fully empty, you just peed. But 10 minutes later, you feel like you need to go again. Or maybe your bladder always feels half full. That's called incomplete voiding, and it's one of the most underdiagnosed early signs of both prostate and erection problems. When urine gets trapped due to prostate swelling, it causes irritation, inflammation, and even infection over time. It also stresses your bladder muscles, which can damage the nerves that help control erections. One of my patients, Leonard, 74, started noticing this unfinished feeling. We checked his post-void residual, and he was carrying nearly 150 ml of urine after every trip to the bathroom. That's like walking around with a half-full water bottle in your bladder 24/7. We addressed it with better hydration timing, bladder relaxation supplements, and anti-inflammatory foods, and the results were dramatic. Warning early sign 5. Fewer morning erections. Morning wood isn't just about sex. It's a marker of vascular and hormone health. If you've noticed that you used to wake up hard more often, but now those erections are rare or weak, that's a sign something's changing under the surface. Reduced blood flow, lower testosterone, poor sleep, prostate inflammation, they all play a role. This is often the earliest erection warning I look for. Because when a man's morning erections decline, it usually means nitric oxide production, the molecule that drives blood into the penis, is falling. And without early blood flow stimulation, the tissues can start to shrink, stiffen, and lose responsiveness. The good news? This is highly reversible with the right circulation support, hormone nourishment, and lifestyle tweaks. Let's recap the 5 early signs of prostate and erection problems. Delayed or hesitant start when urinating, waking up more than once to pee at night, weak, scattered, or dribbling stream feeling like your bladder, didn't empty, fewer or weaker morning erections. If any of these sound familiar, don't panic. But don't ignore them either. These signs are not just aging. They're your body whispering for help. And if you act early, you can restore function, prevent further damage, and keep your performance strong well into your 70s and beyond. If you're over 60 and noticing these early warning signs, I've got more help for you. Backhand index pointing right, watch next. Doctor warns, stop eating these 5 fruits that enlarge your prostate. It goes hand in hand with today's video. Like, subscribe, and turn on the bell so you don't miss the next vital health tip. And leave a comment below. Which sign have you noticed? Or which one surprised you most? Stay sharp, stay healthy, and as always, I've got your back.